what we're doing is we got set up. I had a lot of people ask me, you know, about how we set up to catch bait. Today we're out in deep water catching bait at a marker, and the bait, or the tide is running pretty good in. So I'm set up off the marker. We're marking bait. Chad said he's already seen bait come up. So I'm hoping that we're in clean enough water to where we can catch bait, keep it alive, and go and fish the main channel. We've been hindered by some storms this morning. There's some storms off to our west. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fish where I fish this week, but we'll see. We're gonna catch bait, see what we can do, and start fishing. But this is what I'm looking at on the machine. Well, we ended up having to run to the Skyway because the bait wasn't coming up, and I think it may have had to do something with the water, but we threw 2 times, done, filled both buckets, live well. So now we're gonna head off and see what we can do. Said, okay, Chad, we're set up on the spot. Go ahead and drop down. His first bait in the water, he got railed. Now he went to his big boy pole. What's the matter, Chad?
Yeah, just on the safe side, I'll use a bigger pole.
Yeah. Did it break you off? No. He's on that fast.
It's a baby.
Come on, man.
That was the one that probably broke me off. So live or cut?
Cut.
Not bad.
Not bad. Don't think you'll keep, but
You'll be close. Belly up.
hold up. See, I almost wasn't patient here. I told Chad, I said, I think we need to move because we were just catching a bunch of small ones. We've hooked some decent fish, and then I caught that one, and so hopefully the big fish are starting to move in. I think what happens is those little fish get everything riled up down there, and then the big fish come in to investigate to see what's going on because they want to be a part of it. So sometimes you just got to be patient. The other day I asked people to send me suggestions for content, and thank you for everybody that's sent suggestions for content. I plan on doing some of the things. Some of the things are a little bit out of my realm. I may have to get with somebody to do some of the things like the trolling part. Chad and I just don't have the gear to set up for trolling for grouper. So I'm going to get together with a friend of mine that does it, and he's very well known for doing it in the bay. So I'm going to get together with him and do an episode on that. And we're going to do some other things too. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that gave us all these suggestions. And I am going to talk about the gear that we're using. Little red grouper. So of course, for our leader material, we're using, I'm using 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, Tampa Bay Fishing Channel leader. I'm using our 10-pound braid. And then this is a Scott Fletcher custom rod, 15 to 30 pounds, 7'6", so it's got a lot of backbone to it, but it's not heavy. And let me try to finish that up since my GoPro decided to stop. And but Scott Fletcher 15 to 30 pound braided rod. I'm using a Penn Battle. Can't remember what size it is. Sorry, I'm getting hits. Just little taps though. It's a Penn Battle 3. I think it's a 5,000. course, I'm using a 1 ounce Stewie jig, the 4/0 hook. This one's fighting weird. Might be sharp. The way he's shaking his head.
It's doing enough side to side. Oh, now it is. There it was looking like a shark.
Ooh, buddy. You got a giant rock?
Feels like a 55-gallon drum. Oh, look at the size of that.
Oh, it's a Goliath.
That's what I had the first time. No, but as long as they're under
Oh, that's right.
manageable size. Looks like you got hit by a shark.
Man, I thought that was a big old grouper.
Wasn't doing enough fight.
No,
It's just dead weight. There we go.
There we go.
That one got hooked before. This side's all chewed up.
Is it really? Nice one. That's definitely a keeper.
Yeah.
So Chad, tell people what you just experienced by hooking the bait one way.
So all morning I've been hooking the bait from the nose down. So in essence, going in the top and coming out the bottom. And I've been catching fish pretty regularly, but I said, well, let me try one from the bottom up. And I dropped one from the bottom up and it sat down there forever. Never got hit, so I reeled it up, changed the hook position, dropped it. That's
that keeper gag.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and I tell people all the time because people ask all the time, you know, what style jig do you like to use? And he just was using a Huggy. I've got a Stewie. A lot of times what happens is the actual presentation of the bait on that jig can make a difference. Like he just said, if you're hooking it through the bottom up, and he didn't even get bit, so he went back to going through the top down through that white bait. As soon as it got down to the bottom, he hooked up with that keeper gag. So don't.
Try that again. All right, take two. So take the bait right through the center, come out the bottom. Makes no sense to me why that makes that big of a difference, but today it does.
You need to start working out or something. Well, folks, Saturday was, of course, Saturday was fun because we went bowling to the arcade, right? Yeah. Don't freeze up on me. You freeze up on me every time. This kid has his own camera and he'll talk in front of his own camera, but as soon as mine come on, he doesn't talk. But we went bowling, we went to the arcade, so we had fun. It was the first time Papa Todd bowled in over 7 years. Huh? Oh, it doesn't matter. But we had fun. Papa Todd bowled a 191 with a house ball and house shoes. So we saw a little bit of a break in the weather today before we take him back home for a barbecue. So I asked him, I said, do you want to go fishing? And he was like, yeah, I want to go fishing. So him and I are going to go out. This is one of the first times you and I have just been out, isn't it? Without anybody? I think we've gone like once or twice before. Chad's always the third wheel. Yeah, so we're going to go catch bait real quick and see what we can do. So come along with us and enjoy the ride. And hopefully he can catch some fish. There you go. Swing him right in the boat. There you go, swing him. Yep. All right, there you go. It's still on, it's still recording. Don't you want to record it?
You take the camera and I take the fish.
Good job, Finster.
Second fish.
There's a tower. Don't be like Papa Todd and wipe it all over your pants and stuff. All right, release it. Release the bail. Finn, what'd you do? No. Release the bail. You don't want him to feel you. This way, if he, let's wait him out. That was a big one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
He smacked you. All right, now flip your bail and reel as fast as you can. No. Come on, Finn.
I got bungee. I have a bungee jump.
All right, here. You wanna grab your GoPro? I'll get you broken on. Here, grab. Actually, yeah, grab yours. Oh, wait, Finn, he came out. Here.
Okay. You take the camera, I'll take the picture.
Get him, Finn. Ooh, that's a good one. Swing him in the boat. Come on, swing him. Other way. Other way. There you go. Oh, he just came off. Don't stick them all the way in there because you'll get them. But you got to learn. That's got, see that part right there? That's like a razor blade. Here, grab your camera.
Yes, I grab camera, you grab that.
And let me show you, okay?
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot that you got that second gill.
Right. You got to be careful because we have that gill plate that's right there. See that one right there? That's, point your camera up. That right there is where you can get you.
Oh, that's what I hit, the little teeth?
No, you hit inside his gills.
Oh, so
But see how he's all marked up right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the rocks. Didn't you let this little fish rock you up? Come on, man. He let this little fish rock him up. All right, we'll release it. Good job. Go. All right, folks, as you saw, we had a fun day this Friday and Sunday. Unfortunately, we ran into a lot of bad water, and when we were a couple miles offshore, Chad and I were catching quite a bit of fish, and then the tide turned and started going out, and it brought in a lot of bad water. The water went from like a greenish tint to like a reddish, brownish tint, and the bite shut off. And then on Sunday, we struggled really hard to find good, clean water. My grandson and I went to the bridge, to catch bait, caught bait, put it in the live well, and it immediately died. So I'm going to do an updated red tide video after this video. I just need to get some ducks in a row and make sure that I'm not giving false information and talking about things that I don't know. So I just want to make sure that I'm on top of my game when I do that video. But it is bad out there. I'll tell you that right now. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. But on a good note, this coming weekend, July 10th, we have our get-together at Sunray Marine. So we're looking forward to that. We're gonna have boats there. We're gonna have a steel drum band there. We're gonna have a food truck. We're gonna have an ice cream truck. Chad has even challenged people to an ice cream eating challenge. I'm not gonna be involved in that because I can't eat ice cream like that. But it's going to be a great time. We're gonna have our jigs and stuff there, but mainly it's just to get together with all of our fans, all of our friends, and just have a good time together. And it gives everybody an opportunity to meet some fellow fishermen. I know at the last get together we had, that's exactly what happened. So we're really looking forward to that. Again, this weekend on Saturday, July 10th, from 12 to 4 at Sunray Marine at their Largo location. So come by and see us on that date. Again, thank you for all the support. We really, really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. I know this red tide has put a hamper on some things, but hopefully things get back to normal after this storm. Luckily, we weren't hammered by this storm, so it was pretty good in that sense. But let's see what happens in the next couple weeks. I will have a red tide video coming up soon to kind of talk about the progression and what's happening and what's going on, and hopefully what might happen in the future. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for the support. We really appreciate it. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.